Okay guys, so we're gonna work on setup number 1. We're placing a microphone at the height of the drummer's head, kinda 8 feet away, which is kinda 2 meters more or less. And we put it in kinda in the middle of the drum kit to pick up the mini orchestra that is a drum kit. In this way, we want to just record a couple of minutes with not even backing track to just have a sense of the overall balance. If there is an instrument that stands out more than the other, and to fix that, then it would be probably simple the drummer job to create a better tune, a better ensemble of the drum. But we need to pick it up at this distance to have a general sense of how the drum is projected into the room. So we put an AKG microphone with a large diaphragm pattern, and I will say just do a cardioid is fine, or hypercardioid as well, and that's it. How do you normally do in the studio once you set up the stands? So you want to know first where the stands are going to be placed based on your knowledge of the kit. Then after you do that, you go and attach the microphone and safely secure it there. Then you place a cable next to it and next to the other ones that you plan to build, and only after then you start plugging in and put it into the tie box. So that's the first type of microphone that we want to set in setup 1. Setup 2, and I'm referring to the recording plan that I gave you, and it's available online on week 6. Setup 2 is the same concept, but using this imaginary triangle that you can think about. The base of the triangle is the carpet, so a line that goes across the drum for the whole length, and it is an equilateral, so the same length of the base should be the other 2 sides of the triangle that you need to build with your imagination above here. So one side goes up here and the other goes down there to meet at the point that it should be of that length, like around the drummer's head where you want to place the microphone. Of course, you need to also make space for the drummer, so you want to place it above the drummer, but not on top of his head. And so if we place this stand here and we raise it a little bit, we want to kind of capture the position of a triangle that is equilateral, and imagine from the whole length of the carpet going up here. So the microphone will be around up there, and it should be pointing to the snare. Of course, the drum in the studio is kind of against the wall, which is okay-ish, but it doesn't allow us to do a lot of things, maybe when we want to do these captures from the back. But this is the place for the microphone, more or less. Then we can adjust it later on. And the microphone, it will be on a large diaphragm too. That's like that. Make sure everything is securely safe, pointing towards the drum so it captures this area with priority. That's it. So you can experiment with the positioning, but use these guidelines to do quite a good recording from the outset. Cable placed here, and then you will need to figure out a way to make it that the drummer doesn't walk on the cable, doesn't step on the cable, and doesn't trip on the cable. That's the setup number 2. Now we're going into setup number 3.